Hi, Lewis. Thank you for joining me today. I believe it's about 6 years ago that I placed you in your current company, and you've been on quite an exciting journey. So I really appreciate you joining me today to talk through a few questions about your experience and why you joined and what's happened to you since then. So, first question. What was your career before joining the building materials sector?
Yeah, firstly, morning Natalie, thanks for having me on here. Yes, next week actually is 6 years for me. It flew by. What was I doing before this? I've always been in sales. I've always been involved. I've had 2 different previous jobs in sales. So the first was in car sales, and then after that was licensed merchandise outside and around Europe, which is quite interesting. And 6 years ago, you approached me as I was working there, and here I am now to the aggregate industries.
Perfect. So, what's been your career journey? I placed you in internal sales 6 years ago. What's been your career journey since joining the current company?
Yeah, so as you say, I was internal sales. I think it was for a year and a half. I was kind of a little bit fast-tracked, actually, and I was then to an external sales rep, and I was looking after the East Midlands. Generally, it does take people that go from internals probably 4 to 5 years to get to the external role. I was 1.5 years after that out on the road for 4 years maybe. Loving it, absolutely loving it. And then last year, probably last July now, I had the exciting opportunity of becoming a business manager over at Newbold, where I am now. So not only do I look after the sales, I now have to look after the production as well. So get to see both sides of the world. So it's really interesting.
Oh, perfect. And what's the one piece of advice that you'd give somebody that come from, like a different sector? It could be the airlines or hospitality that's a bit struggling at the minute. If they was looking at joining the construction or building materials sector, what's the one piece of advice that you'd give them?
Go for it. Absolutely. 6 years ago now, from where I've come from to where I am now, I've never imagined it. Like the industry, it's such a given industry. My employer, they like to reward people from within and promote within. And I know I've had 2 promotions now, but in another 6 years' time, I don't know if I'll have any more, or I might have another 2 more. But there's always chances in the industry to grow. If anyone is thinking about joining this industry, then don't think twice. Get involved while you can.
Oh, that's brilliant. Well, do you know what? I know that I check in with you periodically through the 6 years. We're just talking about what's going on in the industry. And there's never been a time where you've not just lit up the day with what's going on with you, with your cheekiness, with, how much you're loving it. And 6 years later, to have someone still enjoying their role, having promotions and, being a champion for what happens when you transfer skill sets in is an absolute pleasure, darling. So I thank you very much.
Well, thank you for employing me as well. No, it's been a pleasure.